This morning's Money Watch, there are new signs of strain in the economy. The Labor Department reports a rising number of unemployment claims and higher prices, especially at the grocery store, keep putting pressure on families that are struggling to pay their bills. Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is here to look at inflation's impact on your wallet. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning on this Friday.
All right, so there have been signs that the latest CPI numbers, which just came out, show that the economy is actually struggling. We've talked about this. We talked about the PPI earlier this week. How do you read it?
So look, the annual inflation rate, it was at 2.9% in August, and that was up from 2.7%. I think the big takeaway for me is that this increase, it is driven by the necessities for American families. We are talking shelter, groceries, energy. This is not the nice to have stuff. This is the need to have. And energy, I thought, was really interesting because that's actually something that has kept inflation lower over the past few months, those energy prices dipping. It's the summer, though. Gasoline prices go up. There's a bit more demand. So we are getting further away from the Fed's 2% target, to your point, Vlad, but not a runaway train. And I think that's the important part to remember.
When it comes to the tariffs, what items can consumers see impacted the most?
So a few. Think about the things that we get from overseas: tools and hardware equipment, motor vehicle parts, also apparel. I'm sure some folks just did some back-to-school shopping. Girls' apparel was up 0.8% in the month of August alone. But again, it hasn't been that huge runaway train boost that economists were fearing when it comes to tariffs.
Let's talk about the jobless claims. The numbers were an increase, surprise to a lot of people. What does that tell us?
So jobless claims, this is when people are filing for unemployment for the first time. And this week we saw it reach the highest level in nearly 4 years, 263,000. So that goes back to your point, Vlad, that, the economy is going to be a little bit tough. You think about the Federal Reserve, they are meeting to make that interest rate decision next week. They're going to look at these inflation numbers and say, yep, they went up a little bit, but we need to focus on the job market. That is the bigger problem right now.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Always good to have you at the table. Thanks a lot.